What's going on, everybody? How have y'all been? It's been a little minute, just a little bit. But I want to see how everybody doing because I had some new stuff I want to talk about. Been going through a little bit. I haven't been uploading this recently. So for those of you who've been asking me, where the new videos at, what I'm saying, how's it going with the content? It's still coming, trust me. It's definitely still coming. I'm not going to stop on that. We're going to keep going and riding this train till we can't ride no more. But not only did I want to check and see how everybody's doing, because, I like to say hello before I start my conversations, but I wanted to come at everybody now with a very, very powerful, controversial topic. And that is the difference between rich and poor. I'm finna tell you my personal belief on it. Because there is a great difference. It's a greater difference beyond just finances, cars, houses, and stuff like that. Believe it or not, it's more to life than that. But I'm playing. But what I'm saying though is that the difference between the two, right, is great. It's a mindset kind of thing. It's a mental thing. It's a perspective kind of thing. Because I've noticed great differences between a rich mind and a poor mind. You know what I'm saying? These, of course, are just labels, but there's a difference between, again, somebody who wants to achieve versus somebody who doesn't. Somebody who's just doing the same thing over and over again. Like I spoke about in one of my other videos, and I asked a friend of mine a question too. What is worse? Someone who stands still or someone who does the same exact thing over and over again? And to me, they both equally as bad, because the poor mind can suffer from these two things. The poor mindset tells you what you cannot do. The poor mindset will tell you what you cannot be, who you cannot be, what you cannot have in life. See, the poor mindset already has your path set out for you before they even meet you. Because that is simply their perception of life. That is what they know. And that, to me, everybody has their own view of how they like to live, but to me personally, that's not a good mindset to have. I can't really fathom the understanding of, okay, I was born to do the same exact thing over and over again. I can't understand just staying in one place. I can't imagine just not doing better for myself. That's just my personal belief. Some people, they're okay with certain things or whatever, but that's my personal belief on it. Now, the rich mindset, the mindset of evolution, the mindset of growth, the mindset that brings change to the world. Because you can pretty much walk down the street sometimes and find somebody who's willing to tell you, hey, you can't be this, or tell you how hard something is going to be. But the rich mindset is the mindset that says, okay, I can be this, I can have this, I want this, so I'm finna get up and go achieve it. There's a great, vast difference between these two. And oftentimes, the poor mindset can kind of sneak up on us a bit. Because sometimes we can we sometimes, like, what was it? Was it today? Yesterday, I was feeling kind of down. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling like myself due to certain things that's going on in my life right now. I wasn't feeling this upper crust as I normally like to feel, you know what I'm saying? Because I've learned to maintain the rich mindset. I learned to maintain that powerful mindset, because it's just a part of my design now. And it's all about what you want to be. Because sometimes, just like with the poor mindset can sneak up on us, it's heavily influenced by certain individuals around us. For example, it can be difficult having the mindset of a rich person, the mindset of evolution, the mindset of the growth, just doing better in life. You know what I'm saying? When you live around people who have the poor mindset, when you have people who constantly telling you how hard something is, people constantly hating on you, people telling you that you ain't gonna make it, or trying to, at least for me, the people constantly telling you only how hard achieving something is gonna be. Because my thing is this, is that if you put just as much emphasis and focus on how difficult something's going to be, that you could have been putting into actually going out and achieving it, if you could have been putting it towards action, you would have already had what it is you want, or you would have been on your way to doing it. And to me, I feel like people like that feeling of success. People like that feeling of achieving and doing better for themselves. Again, that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to think of it as to view it as you see fit. But I know me personally, when I do something different, I feel good. I just really, well, not to change my whole room, but I pretty much took my whole room apart and I dusted it off, rearranged some things, lowered my bed because the rails were messing up or whatever. Dusted off all my games, made a new shelf, cleaned them off, and now I ain't gonna lie, I feel good by it. You know what I'm saying? When I do certain things like that, I just feel good because I like to achieve. I like to make things better for myself. You know what I'm saying? I like to make things better for other people. That's just my mindset. And like I said, speaking on my experiences with my personal family members, from what I've gathered, they just still have the more poor mindset. They still have that no, you can't mindset, because every day when I say, okay, I want to do something different, you know, or I just bring up that topic of just being better. For example, if there's a situation, I'm focused on, okay, how can we make it better? You know what I'm saying? When I try to bring that proposal to them, I don't get as much feedback as I would about them constantly just complaining about how bad the situation is or how worse the situation is. You know what I'm saying? That it's hard living with that at times because you're an outsider. You know what I'm saying? You're a black sheep of the family in a sense, because from what I've seen and what I experienced, again, I try to be as open to, you know, new changes, and just, you know, everybody's life is different. But from what I've personally experienced, I don't think I can coexist with that. And I've already kind of made that understanding while kind of achieving this journey. And I'm telling you all this just so y'all can kind of be aware of it in case you may have been asking questions or looking for other people to support you. Because when I get on my videos, I tell you, yes, you can. I'm a yes, you can type Negro. I say if you want to go out and get it, go get it. Your W's are again out there, but you have to go get them. Being around people who telling you what you can and cannot do, it's not going to work out for you in that way. It's not, or it's just not going to be as effective. It's not going to be as easy. It's not going to be as, what am I looking for? It's not going to be as inspirational as being around people telling you, hey, yeah, you want that, go out and get it. Yeah, you need some help with this, I got you. Oh man, I researched this, I found out you can do this. Oh, I Googled this, you can do this. I spoke to my boy over there, yeah, he knows something about this. I can give you his number so you can talk to him about it. These are the people I need to be around. These are the people that I enjoy being around. These are the people you need to be around, and that I feel that you will enjoy being around too. You need to find your own crowd. You need to find your own crew that's going to tell you, yes, you can get up and do something. Because those are the same people that's trying to achieve something. Those are the people that want something better. You need to be around people who want something better. Being around folks telling you what you can and cannot do ain't going to work. Because as soon as you start achieving your goals, as soon as you start progressing, they call you this. They say, oh, you being fake now, you being bougie, you being this and you being that. Again, that comes back to the mindset of perception. If they can't see themselves doing it, if they gave up on themselves and they don't see themselves going beyond just the typical day-to-day BS that they go through, then they can't give you that kind of encouragement. They can't see you doing it. They don't, and most of the time, I ain't gonna lie, they don't want to see you doing it, because then the life that they're living, that same old life, is a lie to them now, because they're seeing something different. Some people just straight up don't want to see you make it. And that's true, because I live it. I've seen it. I've heard stories about it, and so on and so forth. But yes, it is true that some people don't want to see you make it. So you have to take responsibility and appreciate that energy and protect it. Like I say, you need to protect that energy by doing things that keeps you away from any negative influences. Like my mentor, Infinite Water, says, if you wake up and look at the people you around and you don't feel inspired, you are in a cage. And that cage ain't going nowhere. They not going nowhere. So that's just something I really wanted to put on to y'all. Well, I guess I'll speak about the situation I had. Yeah, that could relate to it, because the motivation for this whole video came from a conversation that I was having with my mother. She said, okay, I was saying like, man, I wonder, like, I can't wait to see the experience. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see, I wonder what it's like to just go from working at your typical 9-to-5 job, then going to making so much buku amounts of bucks or whatever, you know what I'm saying, going to driving Mercedes and all this kind of stuff. And she was saying like, I acted as if I was higher than other people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm open to criticism, but something that I just don't believe in, I can't go with it. Because when I ask you, hey, what is it that make you feel like that made me kind of come off as this, and you have nothing to bring to me, you have not even a scenario, then I'm gonna kind of disregard it. I'm going to disregard it because there's no proof of that. You know what I'm saying? To me, that just came off to me as a evolutionary mind versus a stagnant mind. You know what I'm saying? A moving on up kind of mindset versus a damn we still here mindset. Because when I think about it, I'm just like this. I'm not a perfect kind of person, but when I want something, I go out and achieve it, and I try to pass that energy on to other people. But when you try to pass it on to somebody who doesn't want it, then that's where conflict can kind of come through. So that's why I have to learn to kind of divert myself away. That's why I said, cool, I'm gonna take that energy that I feel about this, and I want to make a video of it for my people. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to hear what you have to say about it. I want to know what y'all got going on. What do you feel when you hear this kind of when you hear this kind of story? And are you surrounded by these kind of people? Because I know it's not just me. I've heard other people speak about these kind of things. So I want to know what it is that you think about this. What do you think about those two kind of mindsets? And if you have that mindset, what experiences are you having with being around people who don't want to grow? Because if you're doing the same thing every day and no progress is being made, personally, I don't see the point of that. But yeah, that's just something I really want to bring to y'all's attention on. Y'all take it easy, stay smooth like butter and slick like hair grease. This is Professor Goodfeels. Class is now dismissed. Y'all stay smooth now, you hear?